It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, they were swept by this team last season, losing all 3 games they played against them. So they'll be motivated tonight.
Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Tonight here in Los Angeles, the 2 most dominant teams of the last decade are set to do battle. It's the Lakers taking on the San Antonio Spurs. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
Well, you have to have an aggressive mindset, and you have to try to disrupt their rhythm.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, we know how much of a trailblazer LeBron James has been. He's taken charge of his own free agency to ensure that he is almost always on a contender. He has made it clear he has no interest in being around mediocrity. Kevin?
You're right, D.A. He wants rings and nothing less. Smitty, early in a season, how many of these surprising losses can really be considered upsets, do you think?
You know, the great teams, they look at it, it's like a marathon. They're looking to just get better. But I think for the younger teams, they will love to gain some confidence in knocking off some of these playoff favorites or these teams that's been, I guess, picked by us, the media and the fans, as the favorites. But I think a lot of teams look at it as, let's just build. It's more about building to the end of the season versus at the beginning of the season.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Spurs, DeRozan and Gay, the wing. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. And it's Murray in at the point guard position.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Gay. Kuzma pulls it in. Here are the Lakers. Here's McGee. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
Now here's Murray. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Also, you have to mention the rebounding, another area where he excelled.
Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Aldridge. Spurs working the ball around now. Gay against LeBron. And a clever pass fake kept the D from closing in.
High percentage look for mid-range. Rudy quick into the air and accurate from that distance.
Here's LeBron. Lays it up and banks it in. James has got 5 points so far.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Poked away, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. James in the post. He's covered by Gay. Over Gay. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Paul Gasol.
You know, maybe the most storied high school player ever. It's amazing to think that LeBron's exceeded expectations here at the pro level.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gentlemen, two shots. Loose shots.
Free throw good, James. And the Spurs now in the post-Kawhi Leonard era of the franchise. Greg, how do they recover, do you think?
If any team can survive losing a player of Kawhi's caliber, it's got to be the Spurs. They have good depth, got a good return in the trade, and players will step up. Won't be the power they once were for a while, but they'll rebound in no time.
Ball against Murray. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Aldridge's screen. And stolen by Kuzma. To the inside. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
The length and anticipation of Aldridge, a tough combo to score against.
James has a two-pointer, loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. James has got his third bucket of the night. Spurs trail by 9. Murray, the pass to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Let Aldridge get to the rim. You know you're in trouble.
Lakers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. James with the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And we'll see if anything's different this year, because they didn't match up well with this team last year, getting swept in the season series. See the numbers for LeBron James. Last season, he played outstanding. He put up about 27 points a game, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent. He just finds new ways to beat them.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
It's early, but they have taken full control of this game, and the fans here, they know it.
Now here's Murray. Looking for Aldridge, he gets it there.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Not only does that dunk help in cutting into this lead, but it gives this team a real confidence boost, too.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for ball. Manu Ginobili's checked in for the Spurs. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. James against DeRozan. LeBron's shot is good. James has got 15 points.
Extended the lead. This has been a great period for him offensively.
To the paint, Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. got that one up quick.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
With Rajon Rondo, you have to admire his creativity on the floor. Just sees the game in court in ways others don't. When he's focused, he can take over a game with his ball movement.
He kicks it to LeBron. 1:33 left to play here in the first. But they recover it. McGee, the pass to Kuzma. Lakers working the ball around now. And stolen by Aldridge. Ginobili outside. Dishes to Aldridge. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. And with Rondo, it's still rare to see someone who impacts the game the way he does.
You know, Rondo can be effective in about 5 different ways and never shoot the ball. His rebounding, passing, defense are all plus. Can't do it quite as often now at his age, but when he turns back the clock, it is fun to watch.
Spurs trail by 10. Murray outside. Pass to Aldridge. 6 on the shot clock. Here's DeRozan. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
James against DeRozan, and the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That is his first foul of the game. Mills, who's checked in for Murray. Here's James. He's coming off a 22-point game against Houston.
And when you factor in the assist totals, that's a complete game.
And he's made all 8 of his field goals here to start the game.
For San Antonio, they've gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. They set the pick. And DeRozan kicks to Gasol. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Gasol's got his first bucket of the night.
Tall with a terrific skill set. Gasol remains one of our better scorers inside.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast or do they go right for the juggler?
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Lakers lead by 11. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. The NBA game drawing fans from every culture. And Pau Gasol definitely feeling the love from the Spanish and Latino community.
I always notice the fans that support us and make us feel, pretty much since I got to the NBA, all the Latino fans showed a lot of love and support towards me, so I appreciate it.
The game going global, and no better ambassador than Pau Gasol.
And as the players grow more international, fans from every country and continent, for that matter, finding more and more reason to root for the NBA.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Fun to watch. They give you no time to set up on defense, and we see that reflected in the score.
On the perimeter, Caldwell Pope and Ingram. Ivica Zubac is out there with Beasley, and it's Rondo in at the point guard. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. To the inside, and Bellinelli kicks to Pirtle. Shot clock at 6. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Ginobili. Over Caldwell Pope. All different levels of playmakers in the league right now, but some guys, Steve, have an innate vision that just can't be taught.
Yeah, I love watching Chris Paul with his vision. Even Ben Simmons, a younger guy who can pass the basketball. DeMarcus Cousins is a guy who has great vision for his size, has a great feel for the game. There's just so many guys. Ricky Rubio is another guy who can pass the basketball.
Yes.
And Lonzo Ball,
good name.
a young guy. Those guys have just that innate vision. They can see 2 plays ahead.
Tipped away. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo. And just who is providing all the playmaking here tonight? Let's look at the breakdown between the front and back court for the Spurs.
And their guards are taking on the majority of the passing and assisting for the team, just as you might expect. The bigs doing their part by getting to good spots inside and making themselves available.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them one or two things that they could have done better.
Stats for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 13 points a game last season, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
A shot by Bellinelli. No good.
Well, if you're the coach, you're frustrated right now. That's exactly the look you're trying to get on offense.
And, you know, he's proven to be capable at sinking that mid-range jump shot. Rondo has to be respected from that part of the floor.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
They certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. D.A., thank you. Shots good by Mills.
Some people see Popovich as uncompromising. He can be that way. But working things out with LaMarcus Aldridge last year, just another great coaching achievement.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Rondo from outside? How about that?
Mills passes to Aldridge. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Back to Mills. The pass to Pirtle. Aldridge with a screen on Caldwell-Pope. Ginobili the pass to Mills. No good on the triple. Lakers leading by 13. It's Caldwell-Pope with the drive. That one falls.
Yeah, shaky defense there. Giving up the bucket plus sending KCP to the line.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Now, how about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
Lonzo Ball is checked in for Rajon Rondo. Rudy Gay's checked in for the Spurs.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
And Mills kicks to Gay. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. The Lakers second.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Passes it to Ball. Trying his luck deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ball's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Stolen by Ball. Here's Zubac. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent. I think has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
San Antonio calls timeout. Smitty, there are a lot of funny guys that play in pro sports, and the NBA is no exception now and in the past. Who would you say is the funniest guy you ever played with?
Yeah, a couple guys, Kevin. There's some funny guys. I think one that stands out as far as just being a straight comedian, had guys laughing, was Ken Norman. And I think there's another guy that was extremely funny, but he wasn't trying to be funny, was Dikembe Mutombo. Some of the things Dikembe would say and do, it was just hilarious, and he wasn't trying to be funny.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. The Spurs also changing it up. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Manu Ginobili. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ball kicks to Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
Not much else the D can do besides get a hand up. I mean, Ingram is just one of those guys who makes contested shots consistently.
Pass to Bellinelli. There's the pick. Back to Murray. 5 to shoot. High, arcing shot. Here's Pirtle. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first. Pirtle, taken 9th overall in the 2016 draft, has a great presence in the middle of the paint and can trade blows with the other big man across the league.
Day a screen on Ball. Here's Murray. Here's Pirtle. And he banks in the layup. Pirtle's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds thanks to his amazing timing, especially when the D fails to box him out.
The offense is running well, but more importantly, they're taking the shots they know they can make.
Hard to maintain your discipline, but obviously this was the game plan coming in, and they're carrying it out.
And Pirtle last season, Steve, earning more playing time.
He fought his way into being a rotation player, showed good grit, and was a solid contributor off the bench.
One shot.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of the game. Tipped away. Pirtle kicks to Murray. Pass to Bellinelli. There's a screen. For 3, Murray. Again, the miss by Murray.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without fouling.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
The pass to DeRozan. Lets it fly. Rebound the Lakers.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backcourt. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way
to get back in the game. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
To the middle. The shot's good from McGee.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
Here's DeRozan. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And you can't end the period any better than that.
Yeah, I agree. Shot clock doing his thing. He times it out perfectly.
And so it's Los Angeles, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the main issue during the first half?
We did make shots.
Thank you for that insightful analysis, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 22 points, 2 steals, and 1 assist. He's been playing extremely well lately and making some new highlights for us already in this one. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this one. Tremendous job of getting loose, getting open, and drilling shots. You always want that spark off the bench, and these guys delivered.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
My brother.
We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
Now, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 8 on 3-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. On the floor for San Antonio, Gay is the 3 with Aldridge at the 4. Murray and DeRozan in the backcourt together. And it's Gasol at the 5 spot. And for the Spurs, they're shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Are DeRozan on the wing. Murray outside. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Gay kicks to Aldridge. They set the screen, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
In the zone, boy, Aldridge making it look easy.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs got through some tension in their relationship early on. Now, Greg Popovich said it became apparent that it really was me. He'd been in the league for 9 years. I'm not going to turn him into some other player. That was just silly. So we took care of it, and he's been fantastic. Guys?
That's why Pop is the best in the business, DA. He's always going to figure it out. Thanks. Aldridge a screen. Murray the pass to DeRozan. To the paint, up off the screen. And it's Aldridge with the bucket inside.
And he has found the stroke, folks. Continues to knock down shot after shot. Perfection thus far.
Completely in rhythm that time. LeBron working off the catch and shoot.
James has gone 3 for 3 from deep so far. Perfect. And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Hart's checked in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's James, and the dunk by LeBron.
Incredible anticipation by LeBron. Kick starts the break.
And here's Mills. Outside Aldridge. Three on three. Here's LeBron. Oh!
Terrific. Add that one to LeBron's highlight reel. How about the creativity in midair?
And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay, presented by the Under Armour Hunter Havoc. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Back to Mills, stolen by McGee. And Ball slams it in.
And everything they're attempting is going in. Tremendous run here in the third.
Something went on in that locker room. They've come out aggressive, but also extremely focused.
Now here's Mills. He's covered by Ball. DeRozan, that's good.
Great play calling. The execution, 3 for 3 to start the half.
Here's Hart. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 8th assist in the game. Down low, here's Aldridge. It's tipped. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And DeRozan sends it back over Gay. And another basket for the Lakers.
He's been so consistent scoring the basketball. It has helped him tack on to this lead.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Passes it to Gasol, to the middle. Here's DeRozan. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. DeRozan's got 4 points now in the quarter. Steve, there's plenty of discussion that the NBA... Oh!
No, he did.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Mills passes to Aldridge. No good there. And the Lakers take it the other way. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Here's Kuzma. And it's Gay with the rebound. And San Antonio shooting a hot 57% from the field in the third. Hands it from downtown. Gay's got 5 points so far.
And when you're defending Gay, you have to keep this in mind. He takes a lot of pull-up jumpers.
Here's Hart. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
1:03 left in the third. The Spurs have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Mills passes to Aldridge. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
LeBron is doubled. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now from 18 feet away and stolen by Aldridge. Inside. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Mills. That's 10 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
The three from Mills. The Lakers with the rebound. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, and they were just shaky at times when it mattered most in that game, and it cost them.
You know what? They were awful offensively. Labored to score on any level.
DeRozan with it. Kicks to Mills. Takes the three. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. He's got 5.
And this is where Mills kills you. Tremendous range.
And so it's Los Angeles, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Beasley out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Stevenson in at the 3 slot. That's the Laker 5. And the shot goes in. Berton's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Spurs. Here's Beasley. Here's Rondo. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And Rondo with the tough contested jumper. Stay focused on that one.
And Mills kicks to Pirtle to the inside. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And it's good, 2 points. Fourth quarter just getting started, 1 minute in the books. Mills passes to Pirtle. Jumper off the screen, and the Spurs scoring again.
Learning from Tony Parker for so many years how to work off the screen. Great job by Mills.
Rondo drives in. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And here's Mills for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Zubac. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And Caldwell Pope has improved as a passer. Nice to see that development in his game.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Here's Beasley. From down in the low post, it goes. For San Antonio, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Shot's good by Mills.
All day, Mills will do this for you. Lightning quick on the catch and release.
Rondo gets the bucket. Now Mills. He kicks it to Cunningham. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. They'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Thursday, They'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets.
And for that game against the Timberwolves, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
The NBA is so financially stable right now, Steve. What's it been like watching this growth for the league overall?
You know, I've loved it because I think the partnership has been phenomenal. The league is growing both for players and also organization. They've done a nice job of getting a chance to hammer out some of these issues, to making it worthwhile financially for the league and also financially for the players.
Murray kicks to Cunningham. There's the pick. Shoots a three. And there's Murray on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Caldwell Pope outside. Stevenson passes to Wagner. Stevenson left side. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
And playing with the lead, you can see they're making a much more concerted effort to work the ball inside here in the second half.
Smitty, you're looking around the league right now. Certain players extremely smart. Which guys do you think will make the transition the easiest from player to coach?
You know, some guys that stick out, Chris Paul, I think Mike Conley, LeBron James, obviously. Those guys, they just stick out. You can see their coaches on the floor, Draymond Green. They just have a way because they have those leadership qualities, and also they play the game the right way. They have such a good understanding and a good feel. Those are some of the guys that stand out for me.
That was a good list. You're right.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wimp.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset.
And a wide open look for Walker. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists in the game.
I'll tell you, even though he's a question mark from range, you still have to defend him.
Rondo gets the bucket.
Rondo's showing he can be effective as a scorer. He is being patient, and he's feeling it.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Player podcast, something we're hearing more of, and it's a growing trend. Good idea, or do you think it could get some guys in trouble?
Kevin, well, some guys, it does a good job of helping their brand, and we love to see guys get a chance to do other things off the court. And then there are some guys who get a little loose, and they reveal some secrets, or they say some things they wish they could take back. So I think it all comes down to the individual. You gotta understand media before you try to jump out and start doing these podcasts.
Well said. And the first one drops.
You know, Rondo takes great pleasure at slicing and dicing up the defense. One of the best passers in the game.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Hart's checked in. No good on the second free throw. San Antonio's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3.
Well, and he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
Yeah, we could feel that one all the way over here. Buries the long-range jumper.
No doubt about it. He's been a monster from deep.
By and large, defenders have done a poor job of running him off his spots. That's why he keeps firing.
He used that pick to perfection.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
Active hands tonight. He may have gambled a bit, but sometimes you have to take chances to make plays, and he did that tonight.
And it's Stevenson missing. Pass to Bertans. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And you got to like that they are competing all the way through. Try and maybe build some momentum going into the next one.
Because the execution was not there tonight. That's something they can use this time to work on.
And this is the kind of deficit it would take a miracle to overcome.
I think this hometown crowd agrees with you. They are fired up about it.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one, they have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
It doesn't take much for Pirtle to throw it down. At 7 feet tall, all he has to do is be near the hoop.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Gasol. Pass to Walker. The shot from 20 feet away. The shot's good. Outside Rondo. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with Ray.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.